Welcome back to Your Voice First podcast. Today we're going to be reading our latest article on the science of mantras and vocalized meditation. Meditation has been a part of my life since sophomore year of college. I remember going through a pretty bad breakup with my ex-girlfriend and wanting to find a more sustainable way to cope and stay on top of my school activities besides getting high to escape the issues. One of my first introductions to meditation was to go onto YouTube, look up chakra meditations, and follow along with the instructor. My intention was to try to understand chakras and meditation by blindly following those who are actively creating content in the space. If you didn't know, there are 7 chakras, and each of the chakras has its own seed mantra. So today's focus is actually going to be on those mantras and the vocalics and harmonics behind mantras. It's been about 4 years since I started meditating. Now, meditation is part of my daily morning ritual. I found that on days that I meditate, I have significantly more focus, and the work that I produce is of a much higher caliber. I've started to become curious as to why some of these practices that I picked up over the years during my college career seem to still help me to this day. A couple weeks back, I started to go through each of the chakras again, following the practice that I did when I first started meditating in my sophomore year of college. The process looks like this. Start at the root chakra, open up YouTube, and search root chakra guided meditation. I recommend the Meditative Mind series. The instructor is very good. Select a video from the list of top results, and then meditate for 10 to 30 minutes following the instructor. Do that every single day. After about 3 to 7 days of focusing on that root chakra, move up to the next chakra, the sacral chakra, and then repeat. Go onto YouTube, look up sacral chakra guided meditation videos, follow the instructor for 10 to 30 minutes, do that for a couple days every day, move up. I'm currently on the solar plexus chakra. So this week I started the solar plexus chakra, otherwise known as the fire chakra. I'm following a guided meditation guided by the Meditative Mind series, who's the instructor I found to be both structured and profound in the 20-minute meditation that he does. He starts off his meditation with deep breathing, just reconnecting with deep breathing, followed by affirmations that are focused on the chakra. The affirmations we've been doing for solar plexus chakra are: you breathe in, I see myself as fire. You breathe out and you say, I am full of energy, I am confident, I am passionate. Different characteristics that are focused and should be brought about by the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra. Then we focus on the chakra location within the body, focusing on the color of the chakra, yellow, and you focus on that ball on each deep breath in. You think about the ball of light expanding, and then on each exhale you think of that light resonating to the rest of your body. After that, and this is the part I'm most interested in, we chant the seed mantra for that chakra. The instructor states that the purpose of the chanting is to cleanse the chakra. After chanting, the instructor plays frequencies in a silent meditation that are supposed to tune the chakra back to its proper frequency. Today's question that I pose: what is the science behind chanting mantras in vocalized prayer and any sort of mantra-based meditation, anytime you're using your voice in meditation or prayer? Are they helpful on a true scientific level, or is it just airy spirituality fueling the practice? Let's start by asking the question, what is a mantra? Today's source, according to the International Journal of Advanced Scientific Technologies in Engineering and Management Sciences, the word mantra comes from the ancient Sanskrit language, man, meaning mind, and tra, meaning to release. So a mantra is a combination of transcendental sounds meant to release the mind from all anxieties of material life. Okay, that makes sense. That's what everybody describes what a mantra is, but what's the science behind it? That's the root word, that's the etymology, mantra, Sanskrit roots. What is the actual science behind it? How does chanting a phrase or a mantra actually release the mind from all of the anxieties of material life? Here's another quote by the same source. It has been found that the sounds of specific mantra chanting will cause the left and right hemispheres of the brain to synchronize. Such chanting will also help oxygenate the brain, reduce our heart rate, reduce our blood pressure, and assist in creating a calm brainwave activity. There's a reason why most prayer and meditation on the planet is vocalized. Sound amplifies our prayers. Through positive intentionalized and internalized sound, we can generate a miraculous effect. Every sound that we make is actually a composite of sounds, a fundamental frequency and geometric multiples of that sound called harmonics and overtones. These harmonics are whole number ratios such as 1 to 1, 2 to 1, 3 to 2, etc. These vocal harmonics make up timbre or tone, color of sound, and are responsible for the way individual voices sound. So, to highlight those takeaways again, chanting mantras help to synchronize and harmonize the left and right hemispheres of the brain, as well as oxygenating the brain, increasing the oxygen flow to our brain, making it flow better, making our brain able to function at a higher capacity and at a higher caliber, reduces our heart rate, makes us more calm, slows down the heart rate, reduces blood pressure, as well as assisting in calm brainwave activity. Just like how certain colors, like I'm wearing a flamingo shirt right now, which has a blue, that's going to affect the people that are looking at it. It actually creates different emotions, and it's known as, what's it known as? If you look up color therapy, you will see that there's actual therapies that are out there that are all about the colors that you wear and how it can affect your mood. In the same way, the law of harmonics are actual effects in how our body operates, as well as how the bodies around us operate. By listening to this video, or if you're listening to it on podcast, by listening to the podcast, you are receiving all of my harmonics. You're receiving my tone, my timbre, and all of the frequencies that make up the sound that is my voice. And as a result, you then consume that. And there's a quote that's popping into my head right now. By hearing the words that I speak, the patterns that shape your thoughts become an imitation of the patterns that once formed mine. And by that, I live again through you. So, the frequencies that I'm putting out through my voice, the timbre, the tone, the rate of speech, the volume, every single thing that I'm bringing into this vocalics affects you and your mood, the consumer, by listening to it. I plan to do more research into the science of chanting and prayer to understand the science of why our voices are such powerful tools in the next coming days and weeks. I'll be writing these articles and publishing them on Medium, as well as on our website. I'll then record the audio in podcast form, which you can hear on all streaming platforms on Your Voice First podcast, which is available again on all streaming platforms. If you want to play it on your Amazon Alexa device, just say, Alexa, play the latest episode of Your Voice First podcast. Same thing on Google Assistant. Finally, I'll break down the articles into smaller, bite-sized chunks, which are easier for the distracted and ADHD social media scrollers to be able to consume passively on all social media sites, such as TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, all of those at Voice First AI. And in the description of this post, if you're watching the video, you can find the links to any of those social media sites if you want to see what we're putting out to break this down into smaller, more shareable and manageable chunks of information. If you have any science, resources, or citations you think might be helpful in fueling this research, please let us know in the comments below. Thank you for your time. Your voice is the key. Go find your voice. Thank you for joining us.